Hello, hello, hello. How are you? How are you today? I am jumping on this live for about 30 minutes or so. So I just wanted to kick it with you and just kick some knowledge and just jump in here and talk about something that's very, 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 very prevalent, and a lot of people don't even know it. We're going to talk about making sense of the darkness in your life, and we're going to talk about ways to do it, like tarot therapy, Reiki healing, and crystals. So this is tonight's episode, or this week's episode, to give you that spiritual medicine that you need. So this is your spiritual medicine for the week, to give you clarity and peace of mind. So we're going to make some sense of the darkness in your life. I'm going to give it a few more minutes before I let a few folk chime on in. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to do my intro. How come on in and get this spiritual medicine. Spiritual medicine for the soul. Making sense of the darkness in your life. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to get started. No one's on here, but I'm going to get started anyway. So if you're here, you jump in, wave your hand, let me know that you're here. Ask questions if you have any. I'm going to get started in a minute, but also if you're here for the replay, just click hash or write hashtag replay, leave your questions. I'll be checking back in if you do leave any. So we're going to get started. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Good evening to you. Oh my God, I want to address a very important issue that was brought to my attention as I faced challenging times that should have pretty much taken me out of the game, but they didn't. But you want to know why they didn't? Because my soul knew the better that everybody talks about. Just like my soul knew better, yours does too. That's why you're listening tonight. You were attracted to the title, Making Sense of Your Darkness. Because just like I was stuck in that emotional rut, so are you. Desperate to get out. I know, I understand, and that's why tonight I want to talk about 3 important factors in understanding all that's dark in your life. Number one, we're going to talk about why you're experiencing this darkness so that you can understand a little bit better about the process and get you through. And you're going to learn to remove the emotions and the labeling, which helps you to breeze through a little bit better. Number two, we're going to talk about how to stay strong during the dark times, because there's definitely something that is behind the experience that you need to learn. And number three, how to find your way out. But first, let me introduce myself for those of you who do not know me. My name is Tanya K. Austin, and I am a spiritual awakening psychologist. I am also an intuitive tarot reader, as well as an oracle card reader and medium reader. For those of you who don't know mediumship, that's when you talk to those that have crossed over into another life or passed away, so to speak. I do a lot of things. I'm also a trauma recovery coach and a self-love and mindset strategy coach. So I do a lot. It's all correlated because it all gets me down to the point of healing those who have experienced trauma in their life and struggle with overcoming that experience, and you're unable to move forward in your life, and you're feeling stuck and afraid and left in that dark place. So I myself have gone through my own darkness pretty much all of my life, or at least the last 20 years or so for sure. I finally gotten to that place though, where there's internal peace and a knowing. A knowing that I've never known before. That knowing I speak of is the voice of my soul. It comes easier to me to know that voice now when it's speaking to me out loud and even quietly whispering in my ear, because of the things that I've gone through and the things that I've experienced have allowed me to tap into that part of who I am. So when I hear that quiet whispering voice, or even it speaking out loud to me, I know what it is. I know what it feels like. I know that tingling sensation inside of me when it comes to me, when spirit is talking to me. Because again, the experiences that I've gone through have allowed me to be able to do that. So that ease only became real for me after I began to know what was happening in my life. Getting to know the dark night of the soul. So getting to know the dark night of the soul is what saved me from being engulfed in without protection. Because once you get to the dark night of the soul, you're there. So that took me 3 things. I did 3 things. The 3 things that I'm talking about. And I will teach them to you tonight, because the 3 things that I did, and we're going to talk about them tonight, they changed my life. The 3 things will also change yours if you allow them to. So I'm simply put a survivor of the dark night of the soul. So simply put, I'm a survivor of the dark night of the soul. Even though surviving yourself is difficult to do, unless of course you're not really walking around being your true self. So when the dark night of the soul appears, apparently you haven't been. Its sole job is to give your soul what it wants. So what is the dark night of the soul? It's your soul's messenger. It's your soul's checker. It comes from the Creator as your time. Everything has a time and season to wake up and stop being whoever you are that particular day. The dark night of the soul comes to kill, steal, and destroy that which is devilish in you. It is not, however, a devil, although it often appears that way. It disguises itself that way. And you see it with the turmoil and the challenges and the difficulties that you face. But it comes to kill the devilish ways in you, steal away that fake happiness and lead you to pure joy, and destroy all those false beliefs and traumatic systems that you have established in your past, or established from your past, rather. So it fools the devil, so to speak. It calls for that energy, that evil energy, to come right on in so it can snap it out of you. Period. It is sent to you from the Creator through the universe to your soul to get to you. So there's a message from your Creator that's telling you you are not in alignment with the will that was given to you. And it is time to wake up and get in alignment. So it will send that message to the universe. It's time for them to wake up. They tripping. Go handle that. And the universe operates off of energy. So the energy that you are putting out into the universe, which is through your thoughts, your actions, and the words that you speak, that energy, which is filled with your hurt and your pain, is then carried and matches that of the universe. Guess who trumps what? It is time for whatever you're going through to end, and the universe's message to you will deliver that in the method of the dark night of the soul. So the first thing that you're going to learn is why you're experiencing it now. Why now? Like, what is going on in your life that you have to experience even more turmoil? I'll tell you why. Because it's time. You've been changing your life, changing your circumstances, changing your mind. You've been putting it off for too long, long enough for spirit to come in, soul to come in and say, okay, this is enough. Enough is enough. You deserve better. You deserve better than what you're allowing yourself to get. There is a greatness in you that is trying to come out, and spirit and soul is going to pull it out through the dark night of the soul. And it's called the dark night of the soul because it attacks the darkest parts of you. It attaches to them. It attracts them. And it brings them to you so that you can face them. It puts the mirror in those dark places. So the dark night comes in and fixes all of these false problems about you, this fake mask that you wear. It fixes that. So it fixes the reason why you wear the mask. So whatever is not authentic about you will fall off by the wayside, including friends and family. And that was tough for me. Losing all of my friends, pretty much, and some family was tough. But guess what? Me living the life of darkness was even tougher. And that's the thing about change and stepping out into our comfort zone. We tend to not do it because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't go with the flow of everything else in your life. So stepping out, even though it manifests different things, we're scared to death of it. We are scared to death of it, and we don't get down to the root cause of that fear. But the dark night of the soul does. Again, everything that is not authentic about you will fall off by the wayside, including friends and family. The losses, the turmoil, the frustrations, and all the fears, those being brought up at this time are being divinely guided for a reason. So in essence, beloved, you need to go through these things to learn what is being taught so your truth can be revealed. So that is why you're experiencing it, because there's something deep down inside of you that is dark and dreary that needs to come out. And I want to tell you that you are your own light. You are your own flashlight. So when you have inner turmoil or things going on around you on the outside, dig deep into yourself, because the answers are with you. Now, the second thing is during the valley of death, because that's what it feels like. There will be pit stops of understanding, healing, and peace of mind. Things like this live, following my videos on YouTube, learning about spiritual healing, like the tarot therapy that I offer, the Reiki healing that I offer, the crystals. I sell my chakra clearing kits. If you're interested in one of those, let me know. It gives you the things that you need in order for you to set your sacred space up so that you can begin your healing journey in a proper manner, in a different manner that you've never tried before, because you've seen the things that you've tried before. They don't work, do they? So this is a unique, in a touch your essence type of therapy. And people are often discouraged from the tarot because they lack the knowledge of what it is. But tarot is just a confirmation of what your intuition or your inner thoughts are. It's nothing more, nothing less. So taking the steps to learn, to go through the processes of what it takes to heal fully and completely from a spiritual perspective, the more you do that, the more you will lead one step closer to your real destiny, to your real self, to your soul. So what your soul created for you to be, the dark night of the soul pulls that out of you and places you on that path so that you can be it. The dark night of the soul pulls out of you those things that no longer serve you a purpose, and they replace it with the best parts of you so that everything you do can be purpose-filled. It gives you as much knowledge as you can about your spiritual healing, and it allows you to venture off into new experiences like the Reiki healing, the Akashic records, and the coaching and the tarot programs. The tarot therapy is an excellent program for those of you who are afraid to tap into your inside, but are willing to listen to what the universe or what God is trying to tell you. The tarot, again, is just a confirmation of what your soul already knows. So each of these, plus faith, plus works, and patience, they go hand in hand. And they create the intended purpose you missed the first time. So your salvation is already inside of you. You just have to dig deep to find it. Nothing on the outside will ever please you more than doing something you're supposed to do and to succeed at it. And number 3, how to find your way out of the dark night of the soul. The last statement that I made can help you. That's how you find your way out. You don't. You go through it. You go through the dark night of the soul. There is no escaping it. There's only stagnation, which only comes when you're not walking your purpose, and moving forward, which only happens when you're walking in your purpose, when you're doing the things that you're supposed to do. Eventually, you will understand why everything that happened to you happened. It will all make sense, and your life will begin to change. You will begin to change. You'll begin to have clarity, peace of mind. Peace will begin to creep in your spirit, and that energy of peace will start to exude you. Your perspective on life will change. Actually, it's already doing that. It's just now that you're fully aware of it. Your incorporation of it. So we have to allow naturally what shall be to be. That means don't resist it. Don't fight it. Don't run from it. It is the real answer to your prayers. That thing which scares you the most, that thing which you run from the hardest, is the answer to your prayer. it is difficult for you to face because the injured you is scared. It knows that there's something to erase itself from you. And of course, your ego and your bruised ego and your your pride and all of that, it has a voice as well. Your fears have voices. Those things which keep you from which you are supposed to be pursuing has a voice, and it wants you to hear it. And you're supposed to hear it. And the dark night of the soul guides you to that divine ear so that you can hear what is not right in your life. All you have to do is allow it. If you allow it and you allow it to manifest itself in your life and you go with the flow with it, it will happen. Because again, it is the real answer to your prayers. Even those you haven't even asked for yet. Beloved, you're being asked this one thing, and that is to surrender. I leave you with this knowledge. Spirit wants you to know these challenges you face come to you as an opportunity to finally answer your deeply rooted prayers. You have the angel number 11 behind you, which is spiritual guidance, which means you are safe. There is wisdom in knowing that even darkness serves its purpose in growth of the soul. Quote unquote, Nari. As I already said, this dark period of your life has many lessons behind it. You are the flashlight. The switch is inside of you. All of you. Look inside the darkness too. The darkness holds the key to unlock your doors. Your source is not outside of you, but inside. It was placed there by the Creator for this reason. For you to use in times of darkness where there may be no clarity or light. Your thoughts, actions, and feelings carry energy. To be at peace or live in hell, which do you choose? Do you choose peace or do you choose to continue to live in hell? You don't have to die to go to heaven or hell. It is right here. What you think in your head is heaven or hell. Are your thoughts creating a good heavenly spirit or are they creating a hellish one? So if you are interested in tarot therapy, getting your dreams interpreted, because dreams play a part in this. I do dream interpretations as well. Reiki healing, which is a universal healing modality that all you have to do is accept. It's about faith and belief that you have the power to do something. And the Akashic Records, which is your book of life. It details your past, present, and future. Then book you a free 60-minute call with me. So we can create a healthy plan for your healing. A healing plan for your soul. And we can do it together. So that way, beloved, you won't have to feel like you're in the dark all alone, taking this journey by yourself. So I have my website up here for you if you are interested. Go on that website, book that 60-minute talk. Let's talk. All we have to do is talk. There's no commitment, no anything. And you can definitely walk away motivated with some clarity and with some understanding. You'll get those 3 things, I promise you. Just give me 60 minutes. And you'll even find ways that relate to your spirit that'll resonate with you. I promise you. Just give me 60 minutes and let's talk. Change your life. Change your mind. Change your life. To change your life, you have to change your mind. And in order for you to make sense of this darkness in your life, you have to change your mind. How do you change your mind? By understanding what the dark night of the soul is. The dark night of the soul is not here to kill, steal, and destroy you, but the devilish things that are in you. And I say devilish, quote unquote. The dark night of the soul may appear to be a living hell, but it is only in that appearance that you perceive it as such. But when you realize that that perception matters most and you change from the dark to the light, things shift for you. So thank you, beloved, for allowing me to come into your heart, into your home. Like and share this page. Leave your comments, questions, and concerns, because I am definitely here for you. Because again, I am your spiritual awakening psychologist. So again, this is your girl, Coach Tanya, from the Trauma Recovery Room, teaching you self-love and getting through those dark times, beloved, because life is too short and we are only here for an appointed amount of time. The question is, what will you do with the time that you have here on earth? I am here to help you understand and to make sense of those things which you do not understand. I am here, beloved, as your spiritual awakening psychologist. I am here because you, beloved, are spiritually awakening. That is why you're drawn to this video. And this video is actually timeless, so whenever you reach it, if you're listening to this right now, you are definitely being called to a higher place. And I ask you, beloved, to surrender. Surrender. When you surrender, trust me, I know it's a challenge because we love our control. But I promise you, unless you want to lose everything and be on your knees rock bottom and humiliated, lose everything. Surrender now, beloved, surrender now. For that which is before you is for you. I thank you. You have a good night, and I will see you next Monday for your spiritual medicine for the soul. Bye.